Shadow Coast here, and welcome back. In this episode, we are going to cover the Find the Heretic mission. You guys picked that up by talking to the Ptolemy ambassador and the Ptolemy embassy, so you can see where we are on the map in the, I guess, just the general Serene district, it looks like. As always on this, we're going to skip through the dialogue and get to the good stuff, show you the branching mission options. Obviously, we can only pick one outcome, which you can also see, but we will cover different ways you can potentially accomplish the same mission. So here we go. We're going to launch into this.
Good
Now,
day,
in
Excellency.
talking to him,
Service?
we
I
are
love
telling
your
him we're going to tier for
the
D, where we can
really.
learn some
Tell me more about it.
information.
Then
But then we're going to see
Herodon's
here over to the right, we're going to actually
Ashifology.
pick up the Find the Smuggler. Sorry, that's what it's called, Find the Smuggler mission. Um, we're not going to really ask about this stuff because we
I
were
must be
focused
going.
on Find the Smuggler mission. He does label them heretics. So to give you backstory, if you're interested, effectively what they're looking to do is find two heretics, or so the Ptolemy ambassador calls them, that have been speaking out against, I guess, the Ptolemy religious viewpoints. So what we're first going to do is equip Heretic Hunt. So it is called Heretic Hunt. Sorry, that is the mission title, Heretic Hunt. And then the first objective is to find the smuggler that has information on the heretic. So we're going to actually go back to Captain Vascow after picking up the mission from the Ptolemy ambassador. That was a dead end. So we're going to run back there, talk to Captain Vascow. He's going to give us some suggestions. One suggestion he's going to provide us is probably talk to the smuggler, which we have to track down. It turns out the smuggler is in the Knot prison, and if you haven't noticed, I'm actually wearing Knot clothing, so we can hopefully use that to get past them.
So, you still have
So we
me?
can talk to him. We're going to ask about the
Have you seen it take
heretics
long?
and the
In the
smuggler,
playhouse?
and he's going to... here we actually have our first branching option, so we can give him open information about the mission, and we can keep information from him. We're going to trust
A
him,
couple of heretics have
and in
parked.
his
I'm making a
response,
call.
he's
I'm
going
sorry,
to
but what do you
appreciate
mean?
that we did trust him with the facts, and he's going
Be back
to
soon, Captain. We
recommend
need
that
to
we
have a
go
word
talk
with that
to the
infant
smuggler
smuggler to say the
about the
He's a
heretics
captain,
and where they might
like
be.
yourself. And
So
in order to
here,
interrogate the
I
smuggler,
just want
we'll need
to
find a way
actually
to his
swap
jail.
out. We're going to go with our normal thread so you guys can see how this works. If we open up the map, the Knot prison's over here to the right, sort of by the warehouse in the Harbor Masters building. This is the Harbor Masters building. There's some loot crates in there. And then over here and here, this is the Knot prison. So right now, check out how I have my regular threads on. And when we go
You
here,
cannot
it
pass.
triggers, and basically they say you can't pass, you're not a knot. So we're going to run over here, and we're going to throw on the sailor's coat. Now there are two areas you can find the sailor's coat. So you can actually find the sailor's coat in a chest in the harbor master's office. You can also find a sailor's coat in the storeroom, where we talked to Flavia in another mission. There's a chest kind of over here in the back that you can pick up. So we put on the sailor's coat, and you can see here he no longer stops us. I recommend you actually run around to the back, and if you come back here, you can loot some stuff. Now, in the harbor master's office, I think in one of the rooms, you actually can pick up the the not prison key. So we actually have that, although we also have lock picking. So
I've
in
seen a few
talking to
escape.
him,
Are you the smuggler?
he basically says
Yes,
he's a
I beg your
smuggler,
pardon.
and he
Tell
won't
me
give us
what I must
information
do.
unless we agree to help him. So we have to free him. And here we can either use the key, or if you have lock picking, we can use lock picking. So we do have lock picking as a talent that we selected here. We're going to actually use the key that we picked up, the key to the
Thank you, my
Serene
lord.
Smugglers
And don't worry about me.
piece.
I'll slip outside
And then
without being
he's
seen.
already given the information on where they're located. Now they're actually located not too far away. Let's run out here. They're located over here in the warehouse. They're hiding out in the warehouse. So if you have the sailor's coat on, you can walk through the front door there. but I am going to actually climb up this ladder in a hole over to the left of the warehouse. So climb up here and open the door. And there they are. So you run up to them to trigger the conversation. And here you have to actually go through their backstory. So you have to click all three of these talking about their research. Long story short, they're being persecuted by the Thelemi group. They basically found information that was contraindicated to their general teachings. So then we have to make a decision after we cover all that. We can either proceed with their arrest. That's going to give us, I think, +3 reputation with the Thelemi embassy. We could propose to help them, where we actually go to the Bridge Alliance and ask the ambassador there, Ambassador Sahin, if he'll help out, or we can just let them be on their way. I'm going to propose to speak to the Bridge Alliance ambassador, help these guys out. They were willing to recant their testimony and everything, but Thelemi people are not happy. That's not good enough. Up here is a locked chest, just so you all know. I already lockpicked it, as you can see. There weren't any particularly interesting gear items in there, but if you have picked up lockpicking, or if you want to throw on Kurt's coat of armor once you free Constantine, you can run back there and grab it. Check out my lockpicking videos on what lockpicking gets you if you're interested. So we opted to talk to Ambassador Sahin at the embassy, so we're going to have to run over to the embassy and chat with him. Now, if you decide to arrest them, again, you'll get I believe, +3 reputation with the Thelemi group. If you decide not to, you then have further choices where we can actually lie to the Thelemi ambassador. So we're going to take a look at what that looks like. But first, we're going to go talk to Ambassador Sahin and see if he can help out these two poor folks, and see if they can seek asylum with the Bridge Alliance. So let's head in here. So we're going to talk to him, we're going to ask for help for the historians, and he's going to say yes, so we have to inform the historians. So one thing that is nice is that they auto-trigger it, so we don't have to keep running back and forth. So you finish that out, and you get 80 gold.
It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning
And you
pyre.
can see here, Kurt approved.
The only one with a tender heart.
And we're not actually done yet. We have to close this out and talk to the Thelemi ambassador. So as I mentioned, we have two options. We can confront him about persecuting these historians that wanted nothing more than to just live their lives, or we could lie to him and say they escaped. So we talk to him, and here we report on the escape of the heretics, and we can tell the truth that we helped them, or we can lie. We're going to lie, because if you do lie, what ends up happening is you get +1 reputation. So you can still save these two historians without damaging your reputation with the Thelemi faction, which I recommend you probably take, although the choice is yours depending on how you want to play the game. So hopefully you found this helpful. There are, again, as always, multiple branching opportunities and decisions you can make, which I recommend you explore all of them and have fun. You'll see in the top right here we have 3 skill points and 1 attribute point. Before we leave Serene and head to Tier 4D, I will go through my recommendations for using your skills and what to get them in. Thanks for watching. Please throw me a thumbs up if you found this helpful or liked it, and please post comments. I don't catch everything, and I'm also interested to learn about different paths you may take. Thanks for watching. Shadow Coast out.